Good. How are you?
Fine.
Lavanya.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the meaning of Lavanya?
Oh, it means beautiful.
So are you?
I think I am.
Okay. What does beauty mean to you?
Ma'am, beauty is not just the outer face, features and everything. It's what you have inside. Like if people trust you, if you appear trustable to them, you appear good to them. So I think that is what beauty means. Not just how you look on the outside, but how they perceive you from the inside.
Okay. So Lavanya, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am a BCom student right now, and I want to be an aspiring marketer. So I want to do my MBA, and I run my own home bakery business, and it's going very well. We completed 1 year this month only. So that's it.
Okay. Where do you belong to?
Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about Lucknow.
Lucknow is a very beautiful city. It has a lot of good things like the chicken curry, which is very famous. The food, which is like gorgeous. It's tempting, the food, and plus the architecture, the monuments, everything. It's very nice, and it's developing it's developing recently, so it's good.
Okay. Name some institutions of higher learning in Lucknow.
Lucknow. Integral University, then there is Amity University, then there is BBD and University of Lucknow, from which I am a student of, and that's the main good ones.
Okay. All right.
Plus, if you want to do management, so of course IIM Lucknow.
All right. Okay. Ma'am, all yours.
Yeah. Why do you want to do an MBA when you're doing well in your business?
Ma'am, because MBA would help me grow, and I can go in other job criteria too. So this is something which is very particular, and I am basically keeping this as a backup option, to be honest. And when I complete my MBA, I would like to go in the corporate world, because that is very fascinating to me. Okay. So maybe I go after a job after my MBA, or maybe I just continue this business. Although I will be putting a halt to it for completion of my MBA, but maybe I pursue it further.
So that's what my next question is, that if you get admission in whatever college and then you go for a couple of years, then who's going to handle WIP in your absence?
We are doing this in partnership. So I have a friend who lives almost next to my house. She lives like 2-3 houses away. So we are doing this in partnership. We are equally interested in baking, and we both are very passionate about it. So she is not having any further plans for pursuing any other course. So she will be handling this, and we will start over. This is a joint venture, so we will be ending this, and then she'll start from scratch. And if I want to do it, I'll start from scratch.
Okay. And so while you're handling your orders in baking, do the clients sometimes come up with unforeseen complaints? For example, the color of the fondant, or...
I tell you what happened recently. So there was this girl who, I welcome criticism, but there was this girl, so she said the cake was too hard. So I was like, I don't get such complaints. That was a very unusual complaint. So I still apologized. I said, okay, this won't happen the next time. So what happened was, when I sent her the next cake, I told her to keep it in the refrigerator for around this hours, and then before she's cutting the cake, she can take it out for around 15 minutes ago. So she said, okay, to freezer mein nahi rakhna hai. So I said, what? She said, we have to keep it in the freezer, no? So I said, no, you don't have to keep a cake in the freezer. You have to keep it in the fridge. And then she said, no, I kept it in the freezer last time. So I said, that is why it was so hard. So I got it, but I didn't say anything to her. I just explained patiently that you are not supposed to keep the cake in the freezer. So keep it in the fridge instead. So that day she was like happy. I got a good feedback.
All right. However, my question was that whenever you get negative feedback, for example, the client complains about the color of the fondant,
right,
or a certain design, or a picture which is supposed to be pasted in it, then how do you tackle that?
So I try my best to copy the exact reference image or whatever I specifically force the client to give me an exact, like I maybe ask them their favorite colors if they cannot come up with the design, so that I can use them. For example, if a client likes pastel, so I try to copy the exact demands in my cake. But if something happens that I am not able to deliver it, I patiently listen to what they have to say, and I apologize, and I try to deliver them even better in future.
So have you done a professional baking course?
No, I'm self-taught.
Alright, so how do I decide whether I want to use butter in my cake or oil in my cake?
Ma'am, it depends. If you are looking for profit, so of course you will use oil.
Okay.
And if you are looking for purity and you want to deliver quality cakes, and you want to bear the extra cost that comes with it, so you use butter. Plus, butter makes the cake a little dense and oil makes it even lighter. So if you have, let's say I have divided my clients into different parts. Like I know the clients which would like light and creamy cakes, and I know the clients which will like quality and heavy dense cake. So I divided on basis of that.
Cool. Sounds good enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, do you have any questions?
Yeah, Lavanya, you have mentioned that business strategy is skill.
Yeah.
If you have to, make a strategy for Zomato,
Okay.
considering that you are from cooking background,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or from the food business, you are also doing the food blogging.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What would be your strategy for Zomato?
Like there are a lot of strategies that Zomato is currently using. I will bring up something else. Like what happens that the competitor that Zomato has, that is Swiggy. So it has a very nice thing that attracts me. So I will put myself as a consumer and I will see what attracts Swiggy more than Zomato. So what happens is Swiggy has a minimum order unit. Swiggy has no minimum order unit, and Zomato has one. So before the offers that Zomato gives is very attractive, but the ones that Swiggy is giving is like on no order limit. So I will try to apply that in Zomato. Plus, I would try to bring more, like empower small business restaurants. Like we see street food and businesses like
Who's
that.
doing a better business now? Is it Swiggy or
I
Zomato?
think it's Zomato. Somewhere or the other, just because of the IPO that was launched, and I know the market.
Have you invested in? You know the market, right? Have you invested in Zomato?
Yeah, I invested in the IPO, but
You didn't get it?
yeah, I didn't get it. But I saw the share, it opened nicely. Like it was supposed to open at 70, I think, but it opened at 120 something.
So will you
I didn't
recommend,
get that.
you are a mutual fund distributor also, right?
No, I'm not a distributor yet, but I'm pursuing this course. I've
Okay.
started.
Will you recommend me investing in the Zomato business?
Yeah, sure, I will. Because I see a lot of potential in this food industry. Anything related to IT, it might be education, it might be the food sector, it might be anything that is softwares, anything that is related to IT. I see a lot of potential in that.
All right.
How is food related to IT? Sorry, I could not understand.
Ma'am, food businesses are using the IT sector to grow. Suppose Zomato was nothing if it were not for the technology, right? Zomato became Zomato because of the technology. So I think that IT is very crucial for all the...
My bad. I suddenly did not realize that you were talking about that.
Okay. Now, being a mutual fund distributor, you have mentioned, right? You have this certificate. Name the 5 mutual funds who have given more than 24% return in the last year.
So, I don't know much about this. I've just started the
Okay,
mutual fund. And I've written also present, so...
Okay.
So, I don't know the...
Any food blog that you have written? You have shown that you have interest in
I
food
have
blogging.
a page by the name of Whip. That is my bakery's page.
So how many views you got on your last food blog?
Okay, so we post reels and reels tend to get more views than the regular posts because they are in trend. Our generation sadly is like...
I'm just asking a number.
So I got 5,000 views in the last reel.
That's great. And you know the French language also, right?
A little bit. Like I started learning from Duolingo, but there was too much on my plate, so I had to stop it. So I have mentioned that I am very elementary level. So
How do you say thank you in French language?
Thank you is... just a second. I forgot.
Alright.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Thank you.
Okay. I think I was too nervous. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.